on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 8, UConn 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're going to ride this running back. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. On the ground, it's Edwards. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Leaves it with the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. To the air. It's Milroe. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense in hurry up mode. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He'll fire to his right. And he's got it at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got it down the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UConn going back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw. It's Fagnano. Dances away from the heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Still on his feet at the 45. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. One final play before the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Alabama 14, UConn 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth.
And it's caught inside the 30. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Touchdown tie! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work.